Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday night. My name is Alan Patterson, and I am here bringing you live coverage tonight of the final round of the simGP series for season 2021.1. This is the final round of the GP series, and we're coming to you live from Virginia International Raceway in the United States, obviously. And it's a perfect day, as you can see. We're just about to kick off, and there it goes. Straight out onto the track they go for the last essential qualifying of this season. 15 minutes, and it'll see who gets pole. Pretty much full house here tonight by the looks of things. I am seeing at least 22, possibly 23 cars right now. So I'll give you coverage of who's doing what and who's using what as far as tires goes. We've got a pile of information to get through here tonight. So I'm going to first jump straight into this. Weather. It's a 2 o'clock afternoon race, 23 degrees. It's partly cloudy. Lovely day to have a motor race. Road temp at 32, as you can see, so extremely hot out there, and a very slight west-southwest 5-kilometer wind blowing. We're at Virginia International Raceway, the outer circuit. This is the red loop that you can see. Not the longest, but pretty long still nonetheless, and it has some very intriguing sections. Guys have been saying they have seriously been struggling, even our regular quick drivers. There's a snake section, as you can see, just after the left hook, T5, T6, A, B, that section up at the top of the screen. Very, very long straight sections, so should provide some interesting racing. And we're going to go straight into the track video just to show you what it looks like and how to get around here as quickly as possible. So courtesy of our man Nick Hodgson, here is our live in-car video of a lap from Virginia Raceway.
Alright, good evening everybody, and welcome to a flying onboard lap for the final round, round 6 of SimRace SA 2021.1. We are at Virginia International Raceway for the GP series, and we are of course in the Formula RSS V6, and off we go across the start finish line, and we're looking for just after the 2 board, braking very, very hard, keep the car nice and tight through horseshoe, run it a little bit wide, don't let the back end get too squirrely on you. It will do if you let it down into 3rd gear, very gentle through NASCAR bend, ease onto the power through left hook, keep it nice and tight so you get a really good exit, and you can use straight through snake, absolutely full throttle. And as we go down what effectively for this car is a completely straight curve, shall we say, all the way through. Don't touch the curbs too much, it will unsettle the car and you will lose a little bit of time through South Bend, absolutely flat out, and then braking just between the 2 and the 1 board for Oak Tree. Again, avoid the curbs. The curbs here at Virginia International Raceway are very, very tricky, so you want to keep that corner nice and tight so you don't run too far out on the exit, and it'll unsettle the car all the way for this back straight, which is absolutely flat out. You're going to be maxing out the car pretty much and watching for your braking point. Turn the car in a little bit before that point board and then getting on the brakes. Keep it through roller coaster as fast as you possibly can. You really want to carry speed through this section. Hog pen just down the gear. You see I got the car a little bit out of shape, definitely lost a little bit of time, a 10th or 2 in this lap for sure. I'm expecting pole position to be a little bit quicker than this without a doubt, and across the line we go for a 1 minute 33.4. Alright, good evening everybody, and welcome to...
Thanks very much for that, Nick. That was very impressive. So there we go, quick lap around Virginia International. It's certainly not an easy track. Right, we're 10 minutes left of qualifying, 5 minutes in. Adrian Nel currently at the top of the logs, 133.3. Philip Minnaar in second, Marius Skuman third, Nick Hodgson fourth, Gerard Pretorius fifth, and so on. Just having a fast look here, I will show you the HLQ times. So, Rian Wubberholzer, he TQ'd in HLQ 132.9 and they were at 133.3, so 3/4 tenths off very quick lap times. Corné Brett was second, 133.0, so they're all getting there, and I expect a couple more quick laps to come in here. Right, what is very important is everybody on the YouTube channel. So quick good evening. Hello to Sharon Skuman, who's out there shouting for a hubby. Matt Williams, how's it? Glad to have you on board. And Wesley Hobbex there. Peter van Rensburg, they are shouting for Marius Skuman and for Gerard, and watching from Pretoria and Peter Maritzburg. Hello Peter, thanks for joining us, man. Okay, now some interesting aspects that we need to cover. What is going on points wise? So, this is currently where the points stand, with the best of 4 rounds. So tonight's round counting, Rian Wubberholzer, as we can see, he has basically cleaned up the GP series. He's won it. So he's basically just racing as part of the team tonight. However, there is still team awards and positions to be had, but second place is still wide open between Nick Hodgson for Point Blank, Philip Minnaar for Flying Gypsies, and obviously Ruben Kruger for LLC Racing. So you can see there, red circle, 383, 378, 377. It's extremely close as far as points goes for drivers' podium. Team results is similar. 742 for Flying Gypsies, Hades currently leading, LLC Bravo in second place, Point Blank Sim in third, Flying Gypsies Poseidon in fourth, and LLC Alpha in fifth. But the points are very close, so tonight is going to be about where the teams finish to get team results as well as positions for second, third and fourth. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. As I've said, tonight is the final round of season 1. So looking forward to season 2 quickly, just before we get back to the live racing. The 6 rounds that have been planned, if you haven't seen the calendar, this is it for season 2. Starting off at Okayama, moving to Bahrain, Ottawa in Canada. Round 4 will be Silverstone in the United Kingdom. Round 5, Modena, and the last round being at our own home, Kyalami. So those are the top 6 rounds for the simGP series for season 2, and that'll all be kicking off from Monday the 12th of July. So a bit of a break between now and when we start season 2, but a lot of things still to be done before then. And one last thing I needed to mention, the biggest change currently that'll happen rule-wise is DRS is going to be coming back to the simGP series. So the cars will have DRS again. Last thing I had to bring up, which was an important award. We had a hamper that was sponsored by Tyrone Interfelt, the famous Kempton Park boxing family. He put together and or at least offered a sponsorship for a hamper, which was designed by Sharon of Shani's Designs. Thank you, Sharon. It looked awesome. And this was given to us to offer up to an active YouTube member, or an active person on our YouTube live streams that was pretty much at all the streams, and came to watch every race that he wasn't racing in or wasn't involved in, whatever it may be. Anyway, and that was handed out and dealt with a couple of days ago, and it was won by none other than Jovan Oosthuizen. He was the man who won it. Here is a picture of the actual hamper that he won. As I say, it was designed by Sharon of Shani's Design and sponsored by Tyrone Interfelt. Jovan, well done. Congrats for winning that nice hamper, courtesy of SimRace SA and Tyrone Interfelt. So thank you very much for all of that. Right, let's get on with tonight's racing. That's everything I needed to mention out the way. Philip Minnaar, a 1:33.1. He has gone even quicker with just under 5 minutes left of this qualifying. So Philip Minnaar is out and doing the thing. Adrian Null currently in second place. And Nick Hodgson in third. At the moment, I'm looking for anybody who might be on a quick lap, so I'm just going to jump through. Hello to John Stewart on the YouTube. Thanks for joining us. He's obviously here to support his youngster, young Jude Stewart and Flying Gypsies. And Jude Stewart is currently sitting in 19th place. Here he is. Just under 4 minutes left, so we'll see if there's still improvement here. Jude just below his current delta, so he's got room to improve. Sas van der Westhuizen racing tonight up in Div 1, our other commentator, and he's the primary reason I'm in the booth on my own tonight, because he got all selfish and decided to go and drive. No, I'm joking. Good luck, Sas. Dirk Brunt, also out there in his famous stroke infamous John Plays special livery. Car looks amazing. And currently in 17th place. Corne Brett's sitting there on the side of the track. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Right, Rian Wibberholzer now currently sitting in 5th place for LLC Racing. He is just below his current delta. Now he's going just over and into positive figures, so he's right there. We'll watch him as he goes round and see if he can improve on his lap time. We see Mr. Gerard Pretorius in 7th place, just bump up into 7th from I think it was 9th with a 1:33.634. Rian currently 2-3 tenths down here as he progresses around the lap. So 2 minutes to go, and Philip Minnaar currently in pole, just bumps back into pits. Adrian Null is next to him on front row of the grid, and as you can see, literally on the borderline of the delta, of his delta, SimRace Extreme. And we'll see if he can improve on his lap time. Was some huge motorsport happening this past weekend with Nürburgring 24 hours. We had an incredible F1 race. I think Pirelli are in a huge amount of... Oh dear! As we're watching Corne Brett, and he goes straight into somebody who was backwards on the track there for a moment. So there was a little bit of a accident. Marius Skuman currently on an outlap. Trying to find anyone who's possibly improving on their lap times. So with me being on my own in here, you've got to just excuse me while I hunt around to try and find somebody. Van Niekerk for LLC is also on an outlap. Lawrence Sterner currently in the pits. Ruben Kruger's up. Here we go. Ruben Kruger for LLC Racing. And he is up 4.5 tenths. I'll tell you what, if nobody's been watching carefully, Team LLC has certainly been growing hand over fist. There's got to be at least 5 or 6 members in this team now. And clearly a little powerhouse that's coming together. And this, I think, being headed up by the current winning driver, Rian Oberholzer. But he's been, oh yes, Ruben goes 1:33.6 and up into 8th place. So, down to Rian, Gerard Pretorius, and he's with Marius Skuman. Rian Oberholzer goes up into 3rd place. Ruben Kruger, Anne van Niekerk, Jovan Oosthuizen, and Ruan Stevens, and Johan Karinus. So that's 6 drivers, Division 1 for LLC Racing. 6. Very good. The teams are certainly grown in stature and in numbers. Right, we're into overtime. So at the moment, I've got Adrian Null. He is in pole. Just looking at the lap times. Only one out there at the moment, Marius Skuman. And he comes over the line. He doesn't improve. Further back, Ruben Kruger. He's 4/10 down for LLC. Half a second, and he flies into the pits, so he's not going to improve. Jovan Oosthuizen also done. And Ronald Childs, man alone out there in his awesome turquoise BWR car, like Widow Racing. Oopsie. And he packs that lap in. And last but not least, Johan Karinus has also stopped. So that's it. That is quali done and dusted. We are going to... Right, we've got a little break. We're going to go to a quick ad break here, so bear with me. And we'll be back shortly. Just on 30 seconds to go. Nick Hudson is looking at the cars. Side view, Philip Minnar. Gerard Pretorius. Liveries look amazing. The cars do look stunning. Right, we've got lights. Here we go. We're getting ready. 6 lights. And they're off. Whole field getting away good. Adrian Nel gets the drag into the first corner, but one of the LLC cars, that is Rian Oberholzer, up into second already. He goes past Philip Minnar. Philip Minnar's going to fight back. Couple of changes, in fact a lot of changes going on further back, but let's try and see what's going on here. Adrian Null, Sim Race Extreme, he's out and going. Rian Oberholzer for LLC right behind him, and behind him it's Philip Minnar. So Philip Minnar pushing. Sorry about these cameras, I'm still trying to, that's an awesome picture through there. So Philip Minnar pushing hard right behind Rian Oberholzer, trying to pressurize him into a position change here. Now they head down this long straight. Another position change further back. Marius Skuman goes past Corne Brereton up into 6th place. So Adrian Nel from Rian Oberholzer, Minnar, Hodgson, Kruger. That's your top 5. I've got Hein van Niekerk going into the pits. He might have had a problem. Over the line they come. This is lap 1 done, and Adrian Nel leads out the first lap of the last round of simGP series. And Rian Oberholzer definitely closing up and putting a lot of pressure on Adrian Nel. Kruger and Hodgson changing positions in 4th and 5th. Nick dropping 1 back. Let's quickly go and have a look here. Yep, there it is. So Ruben Kruger having just gone ahead of Nick Hodgson for point blank. And behind Nick, we've got Marius Skuman also. So there's a lot of racing going on all the way through the field here. Track does promote some overtaking in some places, but predominantly it's a very fast track. Nick getting very close up the back of Kruger. Coming up through the south bend now. And Marius looking to take advantage as well. And Marius going up the inside of Nick. A little bit of a tap there. Oh, that caught everybody out there. Nick managing to gather it up and gets going again. Loses 2 positions there. So him and it's Pretorius now going past him. I don't know where Marius Skuman's dropped all the way back down to 13th place. So Nick gathering it back together, and he'll drive back from there, I'm sure. Oh, wow, this is getting a little bit heavy for Dirk Brunt. Right in front of him, we've got Charles, Skuman, Brian de Azevedo, and Dirk having to take evasive action there and just misses Matthew Boy as he comes through. Sure, okay. Lawrence Sterner is having a problem here. Team Odin Racing, he's dropped back 2 or 3 places, so he's had an issue somewhere. Okay, let's go up to the front. Rian Oberholzer, he is looking at the back of Adrian Nel. Adrian Nel's driving as hard as he can here. 45-minute race, so these people do need to pace themselves and manage their car pace and fuel. I'll tell you what's going on tire-wise. In fact, there's nothing to tell you except for the fact that Marius Skuman and Hein van Niekerk are the only 2 drivers on softs. Everybody else out there is on mediums. So it's a bit of a gamble for Marius. And Hein, who is in the pits, well, he's out the pits now, but he's down at the back of the grid, but he was having huge problems earlier. Okay, let's go and have a look at the racing. Oh, Jude Stewart's just had a huge moment somewhere. He's just gathered the car up, and here he comes. We're going to go up ahead to Dirk Brunt. Dirk Brunt next to Matthew Boy, and right ahead of them, Jovan Oosthuizen and Lawrence Sterner also having a good dice. They're neck and neck, side by side. 4 cars here. Lawrence Sterner trying to go, and does go up the inside, and Dirk Brunt is trying to follow him. Pulls in behind Jovan Oosthuizen, and just behind Dirk Brunt, Matthew Boy also. Oh dear, there's a bit of a coming together. Jovan Oosthuizen collecting Dirk Brunt, and they've gone off into the grass and get back on the track. Oh, Dirk, slow down, my man. Let me change cameras. It's not. It is not what you think it is. Van Rensburg on the YouTube shouting for Marius. Marius in 9th at the moment, so he is on a drive back after that little coming together with Nick. And up ahead is Marco Grasser in the very familiar Gunston livery car. And Marius pushing hard now, trying to make up some time from that drama he had just now. Nel still half a second up from Oberholzer with Minnar 1.3 seconds back. Oh, Lawrence Sterner just going to jump to him for Odin Racing. He's looking at the back of Ronald Charles as they come down the straight. And Lawrence in the draft and now swings out. They're next to each other as they come over the rise. Oh, and up ahead is Ryder Azevedo. Lawrence Turner goes round Ronald Charles. Good pass. And he puts that up into 11th place. Up ahead, Nicholas Hodgson and Gerard Pretorius having issues. Nick had another moment somewhere, and he's having to gather the car up and get going again. So this is a big drama for Point Blank Racing as his teammate Matthew Boyd comes up and passes him. Nick all the way back down to 13th place. So this is this race is not favoring Nick at the moment. Adrian Urbals in second, and he is 3/10 off the back of Adrian Null. And pressurizing. Adrian Null locks up a little bit there as they come through Oak Tree. Now they head on back down. Further back down the timing sheets, here is Mansas van der Westhuizen and Ruan Stevens, unfortunately having some problems right at the back for LLC. He's dropped back one behind Raymond Duggan. Bjorn Buchner looking at the back of Jude Stewart and catching up to the youngster. Jude Stewart, that little 12-year-old, here he is, go-kart driver, and one of the quick youngsters that we have in Sim Race SA. It's very proud dad, John Stewart on the YouTube watching. Oh, Philip Minnar, something's happened up front. Philip Minnar's gone past Rian Oberholzer, so Rian must have had a problem somewhere, because he's fallen quite a ways back off the back of Adrian Null. And Philip Minnar's even gone past him. So I'd say there was a moment somewhere, and Rian has gone for an off-track excursion, and Philip's gone through. Philip locks up a little bit as they go up through Oak Tree. On board here with Rand Wibholzer, and we're going to just watch him as he goes down towards the start-finish line. Get a good idea of the undulations in this track and the sweeping curves that they've got to negotiate, and the blind curves like this. Tricky little set complex. And here we go past the start-finish line and past the pits. And we're also catching up to Minnar. They're next to each other into the braking zone, and Rian going around the outside. Philip Minnar holding on to the inside line, and Rian going right around the outside of Philip Minnar, seeming to find a lot more grip on the outside of turn one. Philip Minnar hanging in there and trying to pressurize him as they now head up through Snake. Look at this for a set of corners. It looks hugely impressive. And Philip Minnar definitely pushing hard to try and take that position back. Oh, there's a problem. What was that all about? Rian Urbals had like a break halfway through that corner, and that caught Philip out, who came round Oak corner, and well, that's been a huge problem for him. Philip Minnar falls back 3-4 positions. Stand there. So LLC Racing, Rian Urbals in second, and Ruben Kruger up into third place now. Philip Minnar down into fifth. Yeah, it was the on the receiving end of that unfortunate incident. I'm not too sure what actually happened there. Kind of caught him out by surprise as it caught us out. Right, so Philip quickly going back past... he's passing back marker there, so... It was very strange that. Okay. Ruben Kruger and Rian Ubalsa, they're having a huge race here for LLC. Now, I'm not too sure if there's team orders out there. I'm sure they're on radio comms together and just having a whole lot of fun together, but Corne Briet is certainly catching up to the back of these guys. As is Philip Menard again. Corne Briet coming at a speed here. Here he comes. And Corne Briet now looking for a way past. As they come through Oak Tree, this is where Rian had a problem on that corner. It is quite a tight little right-hander, and I think he outbraked himself and had to lock up a little bit, and that's of course Philip to carry much better pace through there, and he just went into the back of Rian Ubalsa. Right, as they spread out a little bit, I'm trying to find... I'm going to actually just stay with these guys because there's some interesting driving going on here with the two Team LLC cars. Corne Briet pushing really hard, and there we go. Somebody was pulling offline there. I think that was Johan Karinas. Right, we're catching up. Rob van der Heever, welcome. He's on the YouTube channel, and he's shouting for the boys in Sim Race Extreme, Marius and company. Here Pretorius at the moment in 6th place, with Marius further back in 7th, and Marius driving hard. You can see the brakes lighting up. So Marius busy trying to drive back up the grid. Bjorn Buchner having a problem with Jude. Little Jude Stewart has passed Bjorn Buchner. So Bjorn Buchner, teammate to Marco Grassa, the Team Gunston cars. There's two of them out here. And a little bit further behind that, Matthew Boy and Randa Azevedo have just swapped places. And I'll tell you what, I have no words. I don't know what to say. Our favorite hot lapper, Nick Hodgson, who does our videos for us, is in 18th place at the moment. So he might be driving with a lot of damage on his car from those coming togethers early on. But he's just gone backwards. This is very interesting. Let's see what happens when the pit stops happen. Nick's not having a good day out today, that's for sure. Lawrence Sterner right up behind Marco Grass at the moment. He's got good drive as one of the LLC cars is on the grass on the main straight, coming back onto the track. Lawrence Sterner pulls up the inside of Marco Grassa and makes the position into 8th place, and that's done at Horseshoe. So good pass there for Lawrence Turner, Odin Racing, and off he goes NASCAR bend, and then heads up towards the snake curves. Philip Minnar, I'm going to go and have a look. Philip Minnar now again behind Ruben Kruger. Philip Minnar is going to want to be getting past Ruben Kruger to get back up to onto the podium. And Adrianel on 9 laps up the road, 9 seconds up the road in fact, and then Rian Ubal. So, and here comes Philip. Philip goes right past Ruben Kruger. Position done, and his next car in target is going to again be Rian Uberholzer, just up ahead of him. Very close proximity driving going on here. The guys are doing really well. Impressive driving. Just a quick shout out as well to our supported charity, The Grace Factory that we have supported with Season 1's takings, all the donations from all the team entries and drivers. The total that has gone to Grace Factory is 37,757 Rand in total. That's an awesome initiative for new mums with newborn babies, first-time babies. And yeah, well done to all the drivers, all the team captains, everybody, the sponsors. Thanks to everybody for that achievement. That's incredible. Okay, looking through the field here, trying to see what's going on. Right, Nick Hodson, is he coming back past some people further back? Philip Minos slowly edging away from Ruben Kruger, as we can see, and trying to close down the gap to Brian Oberholzer, who here is in your picture. He's 1.9 seconds up the road. And just under 28 minutes left of this 45-minute race. And anybody and everybody on the YouTube channel, if you are not currently on board with SimRace South Africa, please feel free. I'm putting the link on the screen. Hop over to our website, www.simracesa.co.za. There you'll be able to find a sign-up form if you're interested in racing in any of the series that we race. We're just coming to the end of season 1. As I mentioned earlier, we'll be taking a few weeks break as we test out and implement new leagues, new series. There's new touring cars that are out, GT3 series on Assetto Corsa Competizione. And pop over to our Discord channels. You'll also find a link there. Come and join us and sign up for the upcoming new season. I don't believe sign-ups are open yet, but they will be opening soon. And come and join the guys at SimRace South Africa for some excellent competitive sim racing. Ivan Oosthuizen in the pits, I see. Hudson still struggling along here in 17th place. I expect he'll be coming into the pit shortly to, if there is damage, to repair any damage and possibly do a tire change. I'm not sure. He is now catching up to Sas van der Westhuizen. So the other two commentators here, in fact all three of them, because Dirk Brunt is just ahead. So there we have Dirk Brunt, Sus and Nick all in the same part of the track here. We've got our cockpit camera with Nick, and Nick is just breezing up the inside of Sus. I think Sus just let him have that. Drop back to Sus as he looks ahead. Sus van der Westhuizen racing for NSRR. Not so independent racing. Back up to the front. Adrian Null up the road by 10 seconds now. So Adrian's certainly not putting a foot wrong here tonight on this track. SimRace Extreme going for the big win. Brian Oberholzer, he is watching his mirrors. The gap between him and Philip Minos slowly coming down. It was 1.9 seconds just now. It's 1.3 as I see Philip Minos peeling off into the pits, and Ruben Kruger. So these are the first of the front runners coming into the pits for a pit stop. Corne Breet goes through and he goes into third. Gerard Pretorius goes through into fourth. Marius Skuman goes through into fifth. Philip Minos out the pits, as is Ruben Kruger. So Philip Minnaar in 6th place. Let's go and see. Here he is. So he has pitted and he's out in 6th place. Oh, look at the action behind him. Lawrence Turner and Ruben Kruger. Ruben Kruger also pitted and Lawrence Turner managed to jump him. So Lawrence has gone up into 7th place. Ruben drops a position. Oh dear. I think there might have been a bit of contact there. Ruben Kruger's going slowly. Where's Lawrence? Oh, he's getting going now. Okay. Lawrence is up and going. And back to the leader. We're going to see what happens with our leading pack. Adrian Nel goes past. Ren Wibbeholzer, here he comes. Let's see if he's going to peel into the pits. If he's going to do a few more laps. He doesn't, he goes past. Next, Corné Brett. Corné Brett goes in. So he's the 3rd of the leaders of the front runners going in. There's Gerard Pretorius and Marius going past. So Team Extreme guys go through. Philip Minnaar now coming back past Corné Brett in the pits. So Philip Minnaar goes up into 5th now. Right, Nick Hodson now in 15th place. So slowly but surely passing people up ahead. See if Nick comes into the pits. He doesn't. He goes by. Bjorn Buchner peels off and he comes into the pits. So Nick goes through. Well, we don't know the fuel strats. He possibly was running a very heavy car, carrying a lot more fuel. I don't believe you can run this this kind of a track with such high speeds on one tank. So I think he is going to pit. We're just not sure when. Currently in 14th. Just watching all the deltas up ahead of him. Lawrence Turner behind Ronald Childs here. This for 8th and 9th position. Lawrence Turner right in the draft. Goes up the inside of Ronald Childs. And that pass is done. Oh, is it? I hear Ronald Childs off the track. Did he hold on to it? Oh, he's just caught it. Heard that happening, but couldn't see it. So Ronald losing a little bit of traction and sliding off the track there, but it's all good. Lawrence Turner peels off into the pits. Marius Skuman pitted and has come out, as has... It's not Ruben Kruger. That's one of the other LLC guys. So in the pits, Ronald Childs, Matthew Boy, a lot of people pitting. So our leaders, we're currently waiting. Adrian Nel going past, I think it's Marco Grassa. Whoa, Adrian Nel, he almost ran a little bit deep there. So is he losing traction on these tires, Adrian Nel? No, he goes on for another lap. Hey to Donny de Bom. Hi. Yeah, I'll quickly put that slide up. I did show it just now. We'll just put it up now. Second place standings. This is what it looks like at the moment. Nick Hodson in 2nd, Philip Minnaar in 3rd, Ruben Kruger in 4th, Marius Skuman in 5th, and Corné Brett 6th, Raymond Duggan 7th. So just look here at this column where the red circles are. This is I can't even work it out what's going to happen, and I'm man alone here, so we don't have any equations that we can put out there. That gives you an idea of what's going on. Right, on we go. Adrian Nel going up around Oak Tree and coming back down for another lap. Ron Oberholzer still in second, 8.3 seconds back. So Adrian Nel definitely had a moment on an earlier lap there and has lost a couple of seconds. More drivers coming into the pits. Ronald Childs, Ryan de Azevedo, Duggan and Hein van Niekerk having a drama and going right down to the back. I think it's Johan Karinus at least. Oh dear, Hein van Niekerk. Yeah, these guys are next to each other. Don't stop in the road there, Hein. Okay, they came. Raymond Duggins got going and Heinz got going. So good driving there. And here we have Adrian Nel in the pits. So Rian Oberholz has gone past and up into first place. So Rian now trying to extend and put in some very quick laps here so he can get an overcut perhaps or an undercut. Gerard Pretorius in the pits from fourth. So Philip Minnaar is in net third right now. He has pitted. Adrian Nel comes out the pits. There he is. Let's see where Philip Minnaar is. All right, he's a little bit a ways. So that gap's about 7 or 8 seconds between him and Adrian Nel, who's going around Oak, or coming up to Oak Tree. And Philip Minnaar still coming up the hill. So now we got to wait for Ryan, who's stuck in traffic here. Rian Oberholzer, and he's not getting a quick lap in. So this traffic is going to be holding him up. Just goes past Dirk Brandt. Dirk Brandt at least, and Dirk Brandt's run deep through that corner. In fact, he didn't come around that corner. So Dirk Brandt losing a position. And here he comes. Right, Rian's in. Now let's see what happens. Where's Adrian Nel? Here he comes. We know Adrian should get past. And here he goes past. Now, Philip Minnaar, here he comes. And it looks like he's right here next to the pits. I can hear Rian pulling off. And he's just left the pits. And here comes Philip Minnaar. Rian's just turning here through Horseshoe. So that gap is, wow, it's not even 2 seconds, I don't think. 3.6 seconds. Rian Oberholzer managing to pit and come out in second place, just ahead still of Philip Minnaar. There you can see Rian up the road. He goes under that bridge, and there goes Philip, and that gap is 3.8 seconds. Just further behind, Ruben Kruger is right behind Corne Breet. This gap is quite close, 7/10. And if you want to know what tires, who's done what, I can tell you Rian Oberholzer has come out the pits on softs. Ruben Kruger has come out the pits on medium. I beg your pardon. Corne Breet has come out the pits on mediums. Who's just up ahead of Ruben. Marius Skuman still on softs. And Raymond Duggan on hards. Everyone else on mediums. So the changes there were Rian Oberholzer going to softs and Corne Breet going to hards. Oh, Javan Wursthuizen just disconnected. So he's had too many problems and he's disconnected. Or there's a Eskom failure possibly. Okay. Let's gather up and see where we are with just under 15 minutes to go. Adrian Nel currently leading on 20 laps, I beg your pardon. And he is 5.7 seconds up the road from Rian Oberholzer in second place. Oh, a bit of traffic here in the way of Rian. This is Marco or Bjorn. It's Bjorn actually. So Bjorn moves over and Rian Wubelser makes the pass and goes through. Third place, Philip Minnaar. And he's 4.4 seconds off the back of Rian. Fourth place, Corne Breert. He is 8 seconds back off Philip Minnaar. And then Ruben Kruger, there you can see him. He's 8/10 off the back of Corne Breert. So this is still quite a close race going on right here for fourth and fifth place. Marius Skuman and his teammate Gerard Pretorius are nose to tail here on the track. They're 6/10 apart. Marius Skuman chasing down Gerard Pretorius. Nick Hodgson in 10th place now. I think he's not sure if he's done a pit stop yet or not. I didn't watch all of the cars and I didn't pick up if he went in or not. I don't think he has, but let's wait to see. Nick definitely not in a familiar place. He's usually up near the front, but he's here just behind Lawrence Sterner in 10th. His teammate Matthew Boyd 10 seconds back in 11th place. Dirk Brunt in his John Player Special car is just behind Bjorn Buchner by half a second. Very close here, as you can see. They're having a good dice. And Van Niekerk and Duggan swapping positions in 19th and 20th place. Okay, we're going back up. Philip Minnaar has gone past Rian Wubelser, so we missed this somewhere. Rian Wubelser had a moment somewhere, and he's just been overtaken, and he is down to third place. So Philip back into second, coming through the traffic here with Dirk Brunt and I think Bjorn Buchner. Marius Skuman gets past his teammate Gerard Pretorius, so Marius up into sixth place. And Philip Minnaar gets puts a lap on Buchner. Right, so he is 11.5 seconds off the back of Adrian Nel. Rian Wubelser here is now behind Dirk, and looks like he's going to be coming through this traffic. Okay, we're going to just drop back to Ruben Kruger. Ruben Kruger in fifth place, looking at the back of Corne Breert. Sharon saying on the YouTubes, we're going to have to vote here on the chat. Nick Hodgson in 10th, closing down on the back of Lawrence Sterner. This gap now under half a second. So Nick busy with the drive back after torrid first half of this race. With just on 10 minutes to go. About eight, possibly 8 laps left. Here are Pretorius following Marius as they carry on, and Marius now, oh, they've just gone past Ruben Kruger. Ruben Kruger just had a whole problem there just before the pit straight, and he lost 2 positions. So Ruben Kruger now dropping back off the back of Corne Breert. And Marius now getting up into 5th place with Gerard following him into 6th place for some extreme. They're closing in on Lawrence Sterner. The gap still 6/10, half a second between these two. Okay, Rian closing in on the back of Philip Minard. That gap now down to 1.2 seconds. So let's see what Rian can do here. Running quicker. Philip 10.3 seconds off the back of Adrianel. I can hear somebody off in my headphones here. There's a little corner here that catches everyone out just before they come onto the start-finish line. Oh, it's Sus. I think it was Sus van der Vestes, and he's here just ahead of these guys. Philip Minard coming up to pass Sus. I'm sure he'll be watching in his mirrors and be aware that this is second place. Right, up to Snake. Sus just driving right off the track to keep out of everyone's way. Great driving there, Sus. And LLC car just ahead that Sus takes advantage of as well. I think it's Johan Karanus that they're lapping. Right. Ronald Charles and Jude Stewart having a little bit of a dice going on here. Ronald Charles 3/10 off the back of Jude. They're coming down to this little complicated section before the start finish straight, and where everyone has a problem coming through here. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people. This little kink here that catches some people out. Gaps, as you can see by the timing tower, are very far apart in most places. Next, still half a second off the back of Lawrence Turner. It's not seeming to get any closer here. And again, I'm not too sure if Nick has in fact done his pit stop. Down to 6.5 minutes. So if he hasn't, he's done very well to get to this point. But I'm sure he's going to have to still come in, or possibly, I don't know. Did anyone see on the YouTube? Maybe you can confirm. Did Nick pit earlier? I don't recall seeing him pit, and he was down in 18th place at one stage with Matthew Boy. So and through this little quick flick and onto the start finish straight again, and he's very close with Lawrence now. Lawrence running defensive and goes to the inside. If Nick's going by, he's got to go around the outside, which we saw Rian do just now. So Nick, no, he doesn't try that. He falls back in behind Lawrence. Oh, I'm going up to third place. I'm just going to go and see what's going on here. Rian is caught right up to the back of Philip Minard again, putting pressure on. So 5.5 minutes to go, and this race is not over. Ruben Kruger in the pits. I wonder if that might have been a drive-through. Is he stopped? I even see him on my timing screen. He has stopped. So I don't know. Either he hadn't escaped to pits, or he's now got to sit and wait an exceptionally long time. This wasn't an expected pit stop, so I think Ruben Kruger's had a problem somewhere. Everyone's coming up. Rian Wilber also right here behind Philip Minard as they come through Snake. Now South Bend and up to Oak. Just on 4 minutes to go. And Philip trying hard to hang on to the second place. Even though Rian's won the series, his position finishing can obviously affect where other drivers finish and to what points they get. So Rian's still pushing hard in order to try and knock Philip back a position, which might help the team as far as getting points goes. Oh, Rian's sending it up the inside. Philip falls in behind him as they go through there, so that's a position change. Rian goes back up into second, Philip into third. Just over 3 minutes left, so about 2 more laps here. And Philip trying to come back at him as they come through Snake and through this windy section. Rian runs a bit wide through Oak and Philip follows him. Philip's right under the rear wing, so he's going to have a reverse attack here. And he sends it. He pulls out and goes on the left-hand side of Rian as they come up and over the top. Philip's going to have the inside for the next corner. Late braking, and that pass is taken. So Philip goes back into second. Certainly not going to let this just happen. Rian going to have to think up another plan to go back past him if he wants to get back into second. That's some good driving by both drivers. Good respect. Over the start-finish line, 2 minutes left. Adrian, let's watch this. Philip closing off the inside this time, and Rian can't go up the inside of him. Philip getting a little bit wiggly as they come out of that corner, but still in second place. And now he's feeling the pressure because Rian is just following him all the way through here. Here they go through Snake. And there's some traffic up ahead. Philip going to have to run defensive on almost every corner. Through South Bend, coming up to Oak Tree. Philip goes through, Rian follows him. Everything normal there. Right, off they come down the hill. This is known as the back straight. Hey to Jason Holden Jones on the YouTube channel. Great track. It is. It's a very challenging track. Very scenic. Right, they're closing in on this traffic. Philip Minnar has got one more chance. There's one more lap. At least Rian looking at this. One more chance to get back up into second. Philip now going around the outside as they lap go past this car. Let's see where Adrian is. Oh, Rian wanting to go up the inside. Philip closing the door. And runs a little bit wide, and Rian and Philip are next to each other. Oh, Rian does an undercut there. A complete position swap. And he has the apex for the left hook. And they come through and head towards Snake. Rian has done it. He's managed to outmaneuver Philip there. That's some very, very trick driving. Right, Adrian Nell on the last lap. As we see him coming up through Oak Tree. All on his own. This has pretty much been flag to flag. And good control drive from Adrian Nell. We're going to just see how Rian does. Philip's still pushing, but Rian slightly extending that gap. Nick Hodson up into 8th place, so Nick must have pitted. Van Rensburg on the YouTube saying go for the win, Marius Schumacher. Marius, and there we go. Adrian Nell is done. First place for him. Rian comes over in second. And that's the title for Rian Ubal. So well done, Philip, for third. Cornet comes round the last corner onto the start-finish line, and Cornet comes over for fourth place. So it's all going to go down to points and workbacks now. Mario Schumacher coming over the line for fifth. There we go. And then Gerard Pretorius following him, Sim Extreme, Sim Race Extreme, over for sixth place. And Marco Grassa, he's coming down the hill heading towards the pits. He's in seventh. Just watch the guys as they come through for their last laps and over the start-finish line. I will then go and see who I can find for a chat. I'm looking for Adrian Nell, if he's interested in chatting. Marco Grassa through the final corner onto the start-finish line, and Nick Hodson just behind him. And Nick comes back for a solid 8th after being 18th at one point in this race. So he didn't have fun there at all. Lawrence Stern over the line, and he takes 9th. Matthew Boyd coming over for 10th. I think that's Matthew Boyd done. All right, there we go, ladies and gents. That's that as far as simGP goes. Let me see if I can go and find somebody somewhere. Just bear with me. Oh, here he is. Adrianel, are you there, sir? How are you, man? You did very well there, sir. That was flag to flag. I think I actually caught you at one stage just before the start-finish line. You almost ran a little bit wide there, but besides that, I didn't see you put one wheel off the track. That's awesome, Adrian. I'm just trying to pick your audio up here. You're very quiet on the microphone, but yeah. So strategy, it was a 50-50 race. You pitted pretty much on the button halfway through the race. Was that what you planned? That's awesome. Great stuff. Well, congrats on winning that one from start to finish. And will we be seeing you in season 2, hopefully, Adrian? Sounds good, man. Great stuff. Well, thanks for coming in and having a chat, and we'll catch up with you very soon. Got a couple more series to finish off, and then a lot of practice for the new seasons that we're going to be starting here, and hope to see you soon on the track, man. Awesome. Thanks for coming in. Ciao, ciao. All right, so there we go. That was a quick chat with Adrian. I don't know if that actually got through on the YouTube channel. I couldn't, I don't know why I couldn't hear him at all. But nonetheless, guys, thanks very much. Marius Skuman, sorry, buddy, I don't know. I'm not sure what was going on there, but I did my best. I'm on my own. Well done to you guys. Well done to everybody on the YouTube channel. Thanks for coming and watching. keep your eyes peeled on Ryan's comments on the various Discord channels for the updates for season 2. Also, let me mention not to forget to sign up to simracing.gp. That's the new platform that SimRace South Africa is running for season 2 going forward. All racing and points, or the whole system is going to be managed on simracing.gp. You simply log on using your existing Steam account. So everything will be managed and handled through there. And also then just a reminder, another ping about the friendly 3-hour endurance race. We are doing a load test on the whole system, and there will be a fun event, single driver 3-hour endurance event. Just try and find where that is. Find the link to it now. There it is, the Sim Enduro. It's on June the 26th. It's going to be held at Suzuka, and we will be live streaming that as well. But the point is to try and get 100 cars on the track. We're on our way past 60 or close to 60, I think. So still quite a bit to fill up, but we've got 4 weeks until this event. So let some friends know, and yeah, we'll be looking forward to seeing you there. Wednesday, don't forget, we'll probably be bringing you coverage of Division 2's race from the same track here at Virginia International Raceway. So, yep, that's it from me. Thank you very much for joining me, and we'll chat again soon. And I will see you, or chat to you on Wednesday. So from me, it's goodbye.